From what aspect are you thinking?
I'm just kind of like asking your opinion. You know what's going on is like martial law and
it's unfortunate.
Bhutto is under house arrest now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm seeing is very unfortunate. It's a terrible time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And but what I'm seeing is, I can't say that it's any worse than what I'm seeing going on here. It's a little bit more extreme at the moment in some aspects.
Yeah.
But they're not invading other countries.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
There's another thing going on in martial law was declared in Georgia, not the state of Georgia, but the country of Georgia, because of rioting and different things like that. It was a near coup staged by KGB or ex-KGB
you gotta watch
Russian agents.
You gotta watch them spooks. They'll. It
was staged by Russian agents. I'm telling the truth.
Am I surprised?
No. I'm not surprised either, because Russia has always got their hands in the other countries. Mm-hmm. You know, Russia, United States, China now.
Right.
You know, everybody that used to be Great Britain, everybody that gets a little bit of, you know, to their head, you know, they always do it. And it goes to their head, and they're always like, let's meddle in other people's affairs.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, let me see that little teapot that's there by you.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And I'll put some different tea in it and see how you like that.
Please.
People have been bringing me teas.
That's nice.
And so I'm trying some of the teas that they've been bringing in. So I thought, I guess for a little teapot, I'm guessing you should use, would you say 4 tea bags for a pot?
What is that one?
Slush Let's see what you think of this. Now, would you like me to leave the sassafras out of this one?
Yes, please. Sassafras is not.
Tension tamer. Tension tamer. This should put us all to sleep, right? Caffeine free. We're trying to go with caffeine free teas now.
Good. Good. I think I need some coffee though.
I know it's not our usual tea, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that caffeine free?
Not 100%, but like 80%
caffeine
free.
I need some coffee.
Yeah.
Really
I understand.
Yeah, I'm a caffeine addict. I haven't had my coffee today.
Well, we're going with some of the tamer brews, and so far we've had a lot more people doing what you did, like making faces and sticking their tongues out and things like that. Happened yesterday and today. If someone comes in and specifically
asks for
I was going to say, if someone comes in and specifically asks for some of the good stuff from Wuyi Mountain, we'll brew it up, you know. But
man.
You don't like sassafras?
No.
Do you like root beer? I'll guess that you don't like root beer.
No.
Okay, that makes sense, because the main flavor ingredient in original natural root beer was saffron, and the oil of sassafras. Saffron.
Saffron.
Saffron. The oil of sassafras is 70% saffron, and that's what was used for the taste of root beer. So the root from root beer is sassafras.
The root from root beer.
Root beer. That's where it is. It's root beer from the sassafras root.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Root beer.
Yeah. So I'm not a huge fan of root beer, but I'm a bigger fan of the older natural root beer that they used to have. Now they use some artificial flavor.
Who's did you used to like?
Well, let's see. A&W there used to be an A&W behind where I lived that back in the day when root beer was root beer. Yeah, and that was
A&W.
But I don't know that you can get real root beer anymore. I think it's all artificially done. I think I've seen some that says it's natural and this and that, but I don't see how, because saffron was classified as a carcinogen, and it's not allowed to be used as a food flavoring any longer.
That's the FDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They do that to a lot of things.
Right. Well, I don't believe me. I wouldn't have fed it to you if I thought it would do you any harm. I don't believe the amount of saffron that you're going to get from ground root beer is going to have any effect on you. And
no.
So. But it's a tradition in the around these parts, as they say.
Yeah.
Here, would you put that in the big pot?
Is that right here?
Yeah, add that to the big pot.
The big pot.
We'll get a few more. We'll get another cup or two out of the big pot. We'll add some water to it. It's been steeping a while now. It wouldn't hurt to cut it.
Yeah. What time do you go off? 7? You go off at 7?
At 6.
6? Okay.
And so it's, let me see. I guess it's actually time for another roll.
A roll of
credits.
Oh.
another credit roll. I get several credit rolls in a.
I think it's something like gonna say a jelly roll or something like that.
That would be good, but we don't have any. All we have is this kind of roll, right like that. See that black screen there?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna burst into color. Anyway, there it is.
Yeah, I saw that outside.
Yeah.
Thisismyband.com.
Yeah. You've heard of them?
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah.
Thisismyband.com.
Are you enjoying this book?
Yeah.
I think he is. He's quiet.
I've been wanting to use that book to have people read sections out of it, but what they do is they just wind up sitting around and reading the book and then they get quiet. It doesn't make for a good show at all. I thought I would have a better show if I brought that book on board, but no, people just sit there and read it and they hush. And so
well,
you see that?
It must be a really good book. What is it?
Anarchy TV. Don't you love my logo?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Mad Scientist Tea Party is produced by John Blackwell, P.O. Box 1125, Asheville, NC, 28802.
There you go. Thank you. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're back.
We're back.
And don't forget that the original version, the original copy of the Constitution that was sent to the state of North Carolina for ratification is on display now. At the UNCA library. And if you if you happen to run on down there, you can see it because it is there.
Is it the original? It's not a copy?
No, it is the original copy. They made 13 copies, one for each state, and sent them out to the states for ratification.
So this is the original copy of for ratification. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right. That was
a pretty cool document.
They made 13.
That's really neat.
See what I mean? Yeah. So the originals were 13.
Yeah.
They were sent to the states for ratification.
So that was like 1781.
Well, that was the same year when they ratified the Constitution.
1776.
That sounds good.
Okay. Well, no, 1781 is when the war ended.
Okay, I don't know. I'm
trying to think of it.
You know,
I'm just.
It should be there in that book, shouldn't it? What year was the Constitution ratified? You think you can find that in the book for us? This is America, the book, and I think that sounds like just the kind of piece of information that might be in there, doesn't it?
From Star Wars.
Is there a table of contents or something that would? You got a timeline?
The timeline. Yeah. I know Yorktown was in 1781. That pretty much ended the war.
Well, you could just look at 1776. See what you find around then.
Well, it wasn't. Don't think it was till the next decade that the Constitution was
ratified. Okay.
Yeah. See, they were
1781
or 1783.
Okay. Well,
the Treaty of Paris was ratified in, I think, 1785. That ended the war. The American Revolution.
Well, then the French picked up right after us on this the notion of revolution.
Yeah, but it went awry for them.
I don't see it that way. I think that they honed it to a finer art than we did. They had heads rolling in the street.
No, that was a bloody.
Hey, and they don't have a king.
1887.
And they don't have a king to this day.
No, but they had Napoleon Bonaparte after that.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Napoleon was the result of the revolution.
Well.
And you know what happened there? He tried to take over the world.
Yeah, I know, but most French like Napoleon.
Well,
Vive
la Napoleon or whatever his name is,
right.
Whatever it is, I mean, Napoleon was a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was a megalomaniac.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's been said.
And it's been suggested that so was Richard Nixon.
He had detailed.
It's been suggested that so is Dick Cheney.
It has been suggested.
Napoleon knew in detail all about the fortifications on the French coast.
Yeah.
In detail, he would know everything
right.
that was going on.
Right.
I mean, that's how he won his battles. I mean, the Battle of Waterloo, he was hoping that the Germans were out of it, or the Prussians, so he could finish off the English, and he was about to do that when the Prussians came back on the field.
Yeah, let's hear it for the Prussians.
Yeah, the Prussians.
Prussians. Yeah, right.
So it's good.
I have some students in my class from Ukraine.
Yeah. They can tell you how bad Russians are.
I have two Ukraine. Well, they say they are Ukrainian.
Yeah, of course.
But you know what, they're seeing the new Russia, and they are Christians and go to church and stuff like that, and they say that apparently, I would say from what they told me of the Christian church now in Russia, that the fastest growing Christian church worldwide is in Russia.
All right.
Because it was persecuted until recently.
Yeah, totally.
And so apparently there are lots and lots of people who we got Hare Krishnas, right?
Okay, so I'll read a little bit from it.
Okay, we found something. Please.
Into the media's white knight, corporate ownership. During the 1980s, corporations began to bail out our democracy by purchasing as many guerrilla newspaper, radio, and television stations as they could. These mega corporations became known as parent companies because of their parent nurturing tendencies and for the way they sat the media down and told it, hey, you're over 200 years old now. Isn't it about time you settled down and made some money?
Hey.
Ringing around.
Hey.
I have a giveaway for your show.
Really? Thank you.
2 tickets to Golden Blade 3 that you can either have or you can give them to the next person to walk in the door.
Next person to walk in the door.
Yeah.
2 tickets.
2 tickets tonight at 11 o'clock. Golden Blade 3 is made in Asheville. It's a kung fu movie. The trailer looks really funny.
Have you seen it?
Do we have the trailer?
It's online. I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. We have okay. Wait a minute. Are these the only 2 tickets we have in the place?
Yeah, those are the only 2 that I have to give.
Well, that's what. Are these the only 2 we have in the studio?
Yeah.
So the next person who comes into URTV, you have to come into the facility. Come here. Come sit. Tell us what the address and all.
I got work to do.
What's the address?
The address.
Where are they?
Oh, it's 31 College Place,
Right.
Suite 20A.
Okay.
31 College Place, Suite 20A.
The next person that walks in the door before the Mad Scientist Tea Party is over, right?
Right. Or
However
you feel you should give them away to someone who wants them.
Do I hear present?
Maybe.
There you go.
You didn't walk in the door.
Oh.
Hey.
Well, here. Give this back to him. Tell him he's supposed to give them. Okay, here they are. Well, anyway, here they are on the table. Golden Blade 3.
For when?
Tonight at 11, I think. What does it say?
Yeah, 11:15. 11:15 till 1. Oh, cool.
There's a movie tonight as well. sure when it's post Katrina and New Orleans.
And
Well,
and
tonight?
tomorrow is the trauma dude. Who knows? Trauma dude.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah. Get the. Would you go and get the little blue stand-up thing that's on around Jonathan's desk up there somewhere, and come and give the promo on that while I tell everybody about the half price specials. That's right. Certification workshops at URTV are currently half price. That's studio certification, field gear certification, and editing certification are all half price, and that makes them really cheap. And so now's the time to do it. So get on down here and
Wasn't that like a case of beer?
it is. You could go through all 3 certifications for so much cheaper than you could rent the gear for a day.
Oh yeah.
And you get it for a year. All right, do it. Dun 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 dun. Asheville Rejects Film Festival. Did your film get rejected? There. Somebody talk about that. Who is that? Who is that guy with the funny looking face on him? What's his name? Lloyd Kaufman. There it says Lloyd Kaufman. All right. Lloyd Kaufman is going to be here tomorrow afternoon, right?
Oh yeah, from 12 till 2.
From 12 till 2,
Yeah.
right here. That means we're going to be starting our video in a little late, right? Did I cut you off in the middle of reading the thing?
Yeah.
There we go.
No?
Well, Kirk did when he came in, so I just stopped.
Why were
We'll
you
go back
reading?
to it. Okay.
I don't know. Filling time.
Anyway, so
I'm still reading. I'm just
All right.
not reading out loud.
Well, go back to out loud. I'm sorry. Go back to where you were, and
Okay.
from the top if need be. I think from the top, if you would. There.
Okay. Into the media's white knight, corporate ownership. During the 1980s, corporations began to bail out our democracy by purchasing as many guerrilla newspaper, radio, and television stations as they could. These mega corporations became known as parent companies because of their patient nurturing tendencies and for the way they sat the media down and told it, hey, you're over 200 years old now. Isn't it about time you settled down and made some money? Thousands of uncontrollable, perilously independent media voices were finally organized into a more manageable 5. And while it may be illegal for one company to own every newspaper, TV, and radio station in a particular town, Rupert Murdoch's not dead yet. Now more secure in their relationship, government and the media are entering a golden age of harmony, aiding each other whenever possible. Lawmakers recognize that counterbalancing their excesses is a lot of work. So today's government officials, aware of the intense deadline pressure of the 24-hour news cycle, are kind enough to send their media colleagues hard news known as press releases or leaks to be read verbatim on air. The benefits of this are twofold. The public remains informed of the good things the government is up to, and the media is freed up to use its entire arsenal for the next photogenic child's disappearance.
So there's 5 major. Is that what you had read? 5 major parent corporations, and that encompasses all TV stations?
Just about.
That's pretty much the story.
Okay, so do they also own radio and print?
Yeah.
The 5
Oh,
parent.
yes.
Oh yeah.
5
yeah.
parent.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Well, Rupert Murdoch's a woman.
Conveniently enough, it's actually has it here.
Oh wow.
We're reading from. And of course,
Bless
this is the
See if
Daily Show's book, which of course is yet a product of one of these big corporations anyway. But oh well, it's still
maybe I don't
entertaining.
know how much is owned of the comedy channel, but let the Glow lady read us about the unless you want to read us about which corporations.
Well, we have Viacom, Time Warner,
Show.
Disney, GE, and the News Corporation.
Okay, Disney and General Electric. Let's see now. Why would General Electric be interested in owning and controlling the news? Why would the company that manufactures every nuclear trigger manufactured in this country have any interest in running news shows? Go ahead.
Oh, interesting. They run all of the nuclear.
Triggers they manufacture.
General Electric.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I remember
They
growing
get a lot
up
of
how big
government
they
contracts.
were, but I had thought that they had gone down and only recently are coming back up. Is it just
Okay,
because
now,
they bought into
now
something other than?
I quoted that about that they manufacture all the nuclear triggers, and that's from statistics some years ago. Now I don't know that they still manufacture all of the nuclear triggers, but I'm sure that they would like to.
Right.
So,
Well, that's a lot of money.
I'm checking out the one you got with all the little stones in it. They look like little green stones. What, emeralds?
Oh.
Are those emeralds?
Yeah.
I thought they were. There's a whole. How many emeralds are in there? Have you ever counted?
I've never counted. I'm not obsessive
But
compulsive.
there must be like 30 or 40 or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would like guess 30 too. I
Yeah.
would something.
Yeah, I would say something around 30. Yeah, well, maybe even 40. A bunch. Yeah, it's all
An
religions.
exciting experience I would never
Not
forget.
one in particular.
I was
I have respect
suddenly
for.
aware of every small
Sorry,
detail of the room.
This one has all religions.
My senses increased
also.
1,000-fold. For the first time, I began to see things I
Don't want to
had
freak people
never
out
noticed
when you see a
before.
pentacle. Because most people freak when they see a pentacle.
I began to
You know,
float
I was actually just
up
discussing
and
this
away from my body,
earlier, something that I think would be a
as
great
my
way
brain
to
seemed
get
to be
people
held in the grip of a giant vice. My temples were pounding.
spontaneous,
Everything around me became suddenly unreal,
downtown.
as if in a dream.
Oh, I met Lady Passion, the one that had done the around the tree, the spell to
Okay.
protect the magnolia tree.
Mm-hmm.
And like a week later, that's when the paperwork had, they found out about they couldn't sell it and it had to remain a public park. Yeah, I had met her. She had done a Samhain festival, and I had gone not knowing that it was hers. So she's going to be our guest.
Okay.
One of these
I
days.
say this
Yeah.
completely because pentacles do freak out
Oh, they
some
do.
people.
They do.
And I really want to freak out some tourists next summer at the height of tourist season. I do.
Oh, she could probably help fix you up with some people.
No, seriously. I mean, there are people that
Yeah.
hand out the Jesus pamphlets downtown.
Right.
Just
Right.
see some really, really touristy looking people and hand them satanic pamphlets. Satan. Have you accepted Satan into your life?
Oh no, we don't. I don't.
You're not a
Satan,
Satanist.
No.
I'm
not
not
a
saying you.
Satanist.
I understand that.
Right.
I'm talking completely, totally, utterly.
What you mean? And then
freaking
film their
out.
faces,
Yeah.
their expressions.
Totally freaking out tourists. It's got nothing to do with any
Right.
real beliefs.
Right.
It's totally about freaking out the tourists.
I gotcha.
Well,
I
let me
gotcha.
see,
That would be a good.
But I was thinking though that in the fall, a fall festival could be downtown, in like the most central part of town, a fall would be appropriate for a fall festival, and all the witchy folks and stuff. And I know, and they all love to come out in the fall, all around Halloween and stuff like that, and with the celebration of harvest and what have you. There's
Right.
all kinds of stuff to do with that, and I'm thinking that we could have some very serious witchy festival with really big turnout. From this area.
I was surprised at the Samhain festival that I had gone to. It was at the Unity Church over on the other side of the airport, and there had to have been between 100 and 200 people, I'd say.
Right.
And I mean, we're talking from the children up to great grandmothers that had attended this festival, and whether they were coming for their first time, not knowing what to expect, or they are loving people. It was.
You say it was
pretty
a
cool.
Samhain festival?
Samhain.
Now, can you tell us what is a Samhain festival? Is that something to do with a
It's
sow or a sour?
No,
or what
it's
is
just the time of the year where the harvesting of and the saying goodbye of the past, those that have passed. They say that at Samhain that the veil is thinner, that you can talk to the dead.
I see. And is this like a witchy
It's
thing?
a Wiccan, right?
Witches come to this.
Right.
I
Right.
see.
Witches, pagan.
Pagans.
Right.
It's a pagan ritual.
It's a pagan ritual.
That's what you're looking for, isn't it? A good pagan ritual? Is that?
Oh Oh, if you check out a pagan ritual, I mean, they are so open and loving and trusting, because I've been a vendor at different motorcycle art shows, and when you are done vending for the day, you lock everything up. It's under lock and key. You go to a pagan festival and they just leave their sides open. You know, everything is laying out. If somebody wanted to come in and steal it, it's all open. But we also understand.
Well, don't tell that. Everybody will go. Now all the bad people will go and steal things.
But they won't understand that the energy will bite them on the butt.
Oh, I see. No one would dare steal from a pagan festival, would they?
Right.
Oh, because it's all protected by spells and stuff.
Well, spells. It's that threefold law. One finger pointed out has three-folded back.
Is that true?
So what you're putting out, you're going to get back. What energy are you putting out? So if I'm going to steal from you, well, then it's probably going to cost me at least 3 times as much to if I stole a $1, it's going to cost me $3. I'm going to lose $3 somewhere else. That type of belief.
Gotcha.
So it's being responsible for what you put out, you get back.
I see.
Yeah.
And
But
we would learn about all these kind of laws at a Samhain festival.
People would thoroughly enjoy going to a pagan festival if they were to go with an open mind, just to what is it all about. Instead of believing, they worship the devil and they dance around the fire naked and which there are some festivals where they dance around the fire naked, but it's not
where those
as any
festivals
sexual.
held? That's what we were.
They're all over.
Oh well, we want to go. You must
Which
let
Fox?
We need to know when those festivals are held.
Which Fox? WITCHVOX.com.
Well, anyway, that's what I'm saying. But the Samhain festival, it sounds like it might not be scary enough to scare tourists off.
No.
We don't. Well, we wouldn't want to scare tourists off.
Well,
why would you want to scare tourists?
Because they might move here afterwards.
They always move here afterwards.
That's it. Yeah, but if you do the Satan thing, I mean, that's not part of a witch's belief.
What if
I know that.
That's
what if they're?
I know.
Right.
It's
Right.
all about scaring the tourists when I say
What
that.
if they happen to be satanic tourists?
You have to understand my sense of humor. A lot of it is predicated on saying very outrageous things with a straight face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I guess I better run.
You have a
This is some goodies for you.
All
It was called
Actually,
a
we
Diet
need to set up, don't we?
But there's a whole bunch of really good stuff in it.
I see
Sesame
nuts
seeds,
and raisins.
nuts and raisins, almonds, cashews, what is that? Sesame and I can't remember. Is it pumpkin? I think it's pumpkin.
The bigger green seeds would be pumpkins.
Yep.
Then there looks like there's sunflowers.
Yep.
Seeds
Oh, okay. Yeah, not the sesame.
Seeds
You
and
got it.
nuts.
Yep.
Raisins, seeds, and nuts. It's trail mix.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
Dr.
good.
Blackwell, do you need
It's
some
good.
gas money?
sure.
Alrighty.
Slide it to me under the table here. Gas money. Now I have gas.
Yay. Yeah, I know that's...
I love it how one goes in one hand and out the other.
One.
Yeah. It goes from one hand to another hand to another hand. It's like, and that's what makes the world go round. One helps another, and that's a big part of it.
All right. The big oil companies are getting this one.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I just
And
put
they
40.
thank you for it.
Yes.
Yeah. I just put 40 in
Not
my
very
gas tank.